everybody, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking reading for Monday the 3rd of August. Okay, August's going to be a very big month for everybody. I can feel it. I can feel the energy just building for August. But anyway, there are still places left in my classes for August if you're interested. Those are going ahead at 9 AM Australian time, so they will not suit everybody. But after that, I'm no longer going to do classes every week. I'm still going to run the G's gang though, because it's getting very popular. And if you feel that you want to join in with that, please just send me an email. It doesn't cost anything. We just all get together and have a bit of a chat about all things spiritual, I guess. And that happens on a Saturday morning Australian time, at 10:30. Okay, what else do I want to say? I'm starting up my coaching again. If you're interested in coaching with me, I'm going to run, I ask you to commit to 6 sessions. I'm only going to charge $50 a session, which is very, very cheap. Most life coaches who are qualified like me can charge $500, $600, $700 an hour. But my intention here is to help people recover from relationships, understand childhood trauma, narcissism, empathy, and the sort of things I've been working on in my classes, but I'm going to do them in a more intensive way with the coaching. So if you're interested in those things, just flick me an email. And for those of you who have already flicked me an email, you're all on my list today for me to go to join you to the G's Club and also G's Gang, and also get back to you about the coaching and what that's going to be about. We'll do it via Zoom. The star just jumped out here. If you're interested in personal readings, all of my information is below. I've caught up a bit, so I have about a 3-day turnaround on most readings now. When I have a lot of face-to-face readings, it sort of puts me back a little bit because most of them are an hour long. And I can't really do more than 3 a day, especially while I'm working. Hopefully I'll be able to do a bit more of that later on. And if you would like to donate to the channel, of course, all the information's below for that too. And I do want to say a big thank you for those who have donated and for your beautiful gifts, sentiments, comments and everything else, and emails, because some people email me with their stories too. So thank you for sharing those with me. I really do enjoy reading about things that have happened to you in your own life, or how the readings resonate with you, that type of thing. Anyway, big talk this morning, right? Let's get into your reading. As I said, I feel really good about August. I feel, rebirth. I said things coming through. I have this really good feeling about August in terms of, I feel the universe is going to sort a lot of stuff out this month that's been holding us back, around our own fears, around our childhood traumas, around our trust and faith in the universe, which of course is primary. And with this rebirth coming out here, this is exactly the energy I'm talking about. I feel that we all need to be moved on to the next stage, and some of us have struggled with how to do that, how to get over a relationship, how to, be able to trust that the universe will provide, trusting giving up a job, allowing ourselves to release people. All of those things have been very difficult because of the way we've been mentally, I guess, sort of brainwashed into doing things a certain way. So for me, there's a lot of releasing of ego in the month of August. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to align with the stars, but that's the way I'm feeling. With the Judgment card coming straight out, it just supports what I'm saying to you. There seems to be this rebirth, this way of doing things differently, that's seeing your world differently. It's like that you're removing the veil and opening up. So let's have a look at what's going on here. Okay, Knight of Pentacles coming through. So for some of you, this is an offer of a new job. Maybe this is the start of something new. Some of you perhaps haven't been working for a while. Maybe you've been stuck in what you see as a dead-end job. You've learned all you could about the job, but it's time to move on. So I feel that this is a lot of your money changing here. We do have the Lovers card coming through. For some of you, this may be about new romance. It can be romance from your past too, with the Judgment card here, somebody coming in with an offer from your past. But the Lovers card talks of I'm using the before tarot here too, sorry. This is a relationship or a union that's brought together by the universe. So this is sort of angelically guided, divinely orchestrated, whatever you'd like to see it as. There's some sort of conflict here around whatever this is that's being offered to you. There may be a choice here too on which way to go, because the Lover's card does sort of talk about a choice. But there is conflict here. So something is going to take you out of your comfort zone. No doubt about it whatsoever. So maybe you've been sitting in a space that you felt really comfortable in. Maybe you couldn't see yourself moving forward, and all of a sudden everything is pushing you in that direction. This is to help you grow. So it's a safe space being in your comfort zone. It's nice. You don't have to worry. And a lot of people like it there. But many of us love the change and the instability and that movement forward. A lot of us really thrive on that, and I feel this is what we're all being taught to embrace. Okay, so for some of you did feel stuck. Some of you have felt sort of like, you know, you haven't had an opportunity, or things have been still. You may have been waiting for something to happen, in particular a job or some sort of situation. But in this card here, there's no people. So one would presume they're already inside keeping warm. So I feel like you're moving into a different place. For some of you, this will be about taking time out to meditate, taking time out to listen to your intuition, to listen to your soul. What do you want? What does your soul want? What do you want to achieve in this lifetime? You only get one crack at it. You may get a crack at several lives, but this life, you've only got one crack at it. So it's sort of like you need to have a go at whatever you want to do. What makes your heart sing? Where does that take you? So if this is a relationship, is it the right relationship for you? Is this person moving in the same direction as you? Are they willing to hop out of their comfort zone too? Because there's some sort of ending here before this rebirth occurs. So this, in between here, we have a story. We have a story of, you know, is what you're being offered here what you want? Are you going to knock this back and sort of not have growth because you feel comfortable where you are? Are you going to accept the growth and move through? Because there's cards of choice and conflict here. So are you going to go with the flow, or are you going to stay where you are because it's comfortable? If you want something bad enough, you might have to get out of that comfort zone. Okay, there's an offer. The Page of Cups is an offer. Generally, it can be about love. It's one of the only cards in the deck I always remember belongs to Pisces. I know some of the others, of course, the main court cards, but this one here, I always think of Pisces because of the fish in the cup. There seems to be an offer coming through for you. Now, it's only something small. It may just be the hint of something to come. It may be that some sort of message coming through. Now, the cup represents creativity and love. So it could be that you're being offered something that's helping you to grow your creativity. It's very young. It's the start of something new. So this could be the beginning of something, but it has promise. It has promise here. So if it's a relationship, it may be the start of something new, but it has promise. It's somewhat exciting. Let's have a look. Alrighty. All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is going to take your life in a brand new direction. Now, whether this is the start of a new job, new romance, new love, whatever it is, it's definitely changing direction for you. So whatever you're getting offered here is going to move you a different way to what you've been used to going. Six of Pentacles. You've been taught that what you've put in up until now is going to be returned. I like this a lot. So if this is a relationship, it's very much a relationship that will give back to you. This isn't something about you putting in all the energy and not getting anything back. Okay, Nine of Wands here. So the Nine of Wands can sometimes, this is about keeping yourself in your safe place too. It can also be about setting healthy boundaries. So maybe you're getting an equal give and take in a relationship because somewhere along the way you've learned here what you want from a relationship and how you're going to treat a relationship going forward. Maybe you've had experiences in the past that have left you sort of, you know, alone and wanting more from a relationship. And maybe you've done the work here to move into something new, because something new is being offered here. And with this card here, I feel that you're understanding that lesson that you've learned around how to have a healthy relationship, equal give and take. You're not so desperate to form some sort of alliance with someone and be putting in all the work anymore. You do expect someone to be open with you and giving back. But there is this feeling here that for some of you, it's still about learning what are your boundaries. How do you have a healthy relationship? How do you set boundaries to stop people taking advantage of you? So it's all about understanding this process. But the other thing too is you could already have set yourself up too high, and in this setting yourself and your boundaries too high, you're not allowing anybody to come through. But I do see a wolf here. So I think for some of you, this is having healthy boundaries so you don't let someone unhealthy into your life again. The big bad wolf. Victory. Victory. Definitely going in the right direction, being recognized for your talent. Some of you, this will be about work. Okay, so there's change here with the Death card. Things are changing. Page of Wands coming through. There's a feeling that you're finding passion for the first time in a long time. Maybe that sort of feeling in the pit of your stomach, that little bit of excitement, is you sort of connecting back to source, connecting back to your higher self. I can feel it. I can feel it moving within me. So I can feel this energy rising, this energy of moving in the right direction, getting the right things into your life, learning how to manifest, learning how to have trust and faith in the universe here. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands, giving up the fight for control, beautiful, and becoming the Empress. This is what you want to see. This is about letting go, going with the flow, allowing the universe to do its work here. There are things here waiting for you. There's romance, there's work, there's all of these things waiting that are going to be very different to what you've experienced before, because now you're trusting that the universe is taking you in the right direction and you're birthing what you really want in your life. It's funny, isn't it? Because I'm just looking at this Empress and thinking, you know, in my lifetime, I've known a few people who found it really hard to fall pregnant. And the moment they've given up, they've fallen pregnant. And I think it's really interesting that all the time you're trying, pushing to get something, it doesn't happen. But the moment you give up, it sort of lands on your doorstep. And I feel like for many of you, this is a job or a romance, a love that's coming to you because you've sort of given it up to the universe now. You've decided that you don't want to try anymore. And you may have been over trying. And you know me, I always say, don't try, just be. Trying always implies you're never going to get there because you're always trying, right? So just be yourself. Just live from moment to moment. None of this pushing for effect. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups coming down here. So again, this is that looking back at the past. I actually feel that with this reading, this card should probably be in reverse because I do think you're letting go of a lot of this energy. It doesn't feel like you're still looking back. It looks like you are looking forward with this card. All right, so we have the Judgment. That's rebirth, bringing something back a second time around, having an opportunity at something you missed the first time, but you're doing it very different this time around. Some sort of offer coming in for you, whether this is love, romance. For some of you it is romance, but it's also about choice in love. Maybe you're not, considering whether you move forward with this or not. There might be conflict around, whether this opportunity now is right for you in this time, maybe with the growth you've done, but definitely sort of internal conflict. This card normally talks about being left out in the cold, but there are no people here, they're inside. So you're no longer feeling left out in the cold here. The Hanged Man talks of looking at things from a different perspective, and I really feel this is about letting the past go and looking forward to birth and create. There's some sort of cycle that's going to be closed out during the month of August, something that's coming to a head, something that's finishing for you, that's going to allow you to move in a new direction. Oh, look at this. Geez, I can't make this up, can I? I thought I'd just check with the Five of Cups that it should have been like that. And it definitely should have been, because we have the Ace of Swords coming in. So you're standing in your truth here. This is beautiful with the energy of this Judgment card. New cycle, starting off with a very different idea of how things are going to move forward, having clarity, seeing things in a very different way. Beautiful. Now, somebody asked me yesterday what these cards were. There were a couple of things, actually. It was something else someone asked me too, because I often read from the oracle cards and I don't always say what they are. And these particular cards are the Journey of Love cards. They are really beautiful. I love that they have a little poem at the end of every card, which is absolutely beautiful. But they're from Alana Fairchild if you're looking for them. So they're the Journey of Love. The other cards I've been reading for lately are the Akashic Tarot. And even though a tarot deck, the descriptions in the cards are absolutely beautiful. So I've been using them like an oracle deck to give a little bit of, I guess, added information to the reading. But they are a tarot deck. And I also read from the Wisdom of the Oracle. And many of you will know this because a lot of people on YouTube use this deck. The Wisdom of the Oracle. They're they're an amazing card. But a lot of people use them. So they're very good at resonating. And now I don't know which one to pick for today's reading, so I'm going to read from the Akashic Tarot. I ordered some more. Oh, that's what somebody said to me, something about the deck that I was using yesterday for one of the readings, because it's a mini deck. And I actually paid the same amount for it that you would pay for any other deck, but it just came through as a mini deck. So I'll have to go and reorder it. Just one of those things. It was it was the Modern Witches Tarot. And it's just me. Sometimes I go and order, but I always order from the sites I know really well. I don't order from the sites I don't know. So it would have come from one of the major book sites. They generally have free postage. So if I'm going to order a deck, and I really liked, I like this. This is the card of Adsum. It's card 22. So let me just read it to you because it's got a lovely meaning, this one. I'll put it on the stand, then I can read. There we go. A candle casts light on an open book held by a young woman sitting at a desk. Her eyes are drawn to the side as if she was distracted from her reading by a curious thought or someone nearby. She is surrounded by several people, many of whom are somewhat translucent and glowing. An angel bends and whispers, Adsum, I arrive, I am here, I attend you. Adsum is a single word that has many, many meanings. First, it affirms your own strength and focus in the present. You can use it as a command word whenever you find yourself distracted from what's at hand. Say, Adsum, I am here, and feel yourself attend to the situation or person before you. This word also declares your arrival at your goals and all your wishes coming true. Say, Adsum, I arrive, and take a moment to see yourself reaching your goals absolutely. Whenever you get this card, know that you're on your way to the results you seek with the help of others and the glorious help of Spirit. The card also reminds you, no matter what's happening in your life, Spirit is always there for you. They reach out to you, sharing their light and power and serving you in every way. From the least to the highest, from grandmother to the divine, an eternal community attends you. Say Adsum and take some time to attend to them too. You can act on your promise to God as Spirit lifts you upon their shoulders. You are present for each other, and together you arrive at your dreams. And that's very much about co-creating with the divine, which is what I see here. And the month of August seems to be very much a time of, allowing the divine to do their part of the work and not trying to fight for it on your own. Have a wonderful day.